Happy Thursday evening here in London. I hope everybody's doing fabulous and that your week is going incredibly well. We are way over the hump and the weekend is fast approaching. I thought I'd check in today with a bit of a controversial video, the topic of which stems from a conversation I recently had, one that comes up quite regularly in our practice transforming the well-being of female leaders across the world. And it's a very sensitive subject, especially for us ladies, and it's the subject of self-love. And I see this time and time again. Women are often caught in this kind of battle between should they learn to love themselves exactly as they are and learn to love their bodies exactly as they are and honor the amazing things that their bodies are capable of doing, or should they change their bodies? Should they look at ways to, if they are carrying excess weight, or if they are not exercising as much as they feel they should they look at making those improvements? And is it possible? How can you love yourself if you don't really like yourself? How can you learn to love yourself as you are right now if you don't like what you see in the mirror, if you don't feel 100% confident in yourself and in your body, unless you have a ton of makeup on and are wearing all sorts of kind of sucking in tools because you are actually trying to hide what's underneath all that. And if you do learn to love yourself as you are, doesn't that mean that you should quit always to improve? Because if you're perfect as you are, why should you improve? Why should you look at any ways of improving your nutrition or improving your fitness? You should literally just be at peace precisely with the way things are. And the truth is, neither of those two approaches, in my experience, are the ones that are going to bring the ultimate joy and satisfaction. Self-love is not the outcome of the journey to your most fit and healthy and confident self. So for sure, you shouldn't look at losing weight, getting fit, getting thin, or getting strong in order to finally be able to love yourself. Self-love is the way to achieve those results. So yes, it is true. You will only but benefit from learning to love yourself exactly as you are, and learning to honor your body as this priceless possession which the universe has put in your hands, which is worth more than anything else that you own in this life. Think about it. Think about your most prized possession, right? Whether it's your car, your home, some jewelry. What is actually worth more? Your possession or your body? If it came down to it, would you be willing to trade in those precious possessions in order to get a body that functions? Say this body was to completely break down and you needed a new one, or else you'd be gone. Would you give away your car or your house or your precious rings? Chances are that you will. You would. And many more people than I would like to actually end up doing right, specifically that. Your body is the Ferrari you drive through life. It's the most priceless possession you will ever own in this life. So it only but makes sense to treat it with the utmost love and respect. I mean, you wouldn't dream of littering a Ferrari or mistreating it in any ways. Why would you do it with your most priceless possession? It's a lack of self-love. So absolutely yes, you need to learn to love yourself right now. Learning to love yourself right now, however, doesn't equal giving up on improving yourself. That's complacency, and that's a totally different ballgame. When you truly and genuinely love something, you will never give up on it. And if you know that you're not treating it with the utmost respect, you will never stop trying to improve that. Actually, the moment you start experiencing real self-love, then doing the right things will progressively and continuously become easier. You will want to feed yourself with foods that honor the immense, unlimited value of your body. You will continue to look at ways that you can honor your body's needs to move. You will continue to look at ways that allow you to feel more centered and grounded and more peaceful in your mind, more stable in your emotions. All of those actions are actually a direct result of loving yourself as you are right now. You love yourself immensely, but then, and here's where I see a lot of issues is that people think that loving yourself as you are means not wanting to change anything. But that's not true. It's the opposite of that. Loving yourself as you are means that wherever you see that you're not doing your best, you find a way to do your best. You find a way to improve. You find a way to take better care of yourself. We do it in all other areas of our lives. Why wouldn't we do it with self-care and health and well-being? If you have immense credit card debt, imagine you're sitting on a pile of debt. Should you accept that that's your current circumstances and be at peace with it? Yes, most definitely. At the same time, you should also create a plan to start paying the debt and stop piling on more debt, because that only makes sense. Accepting reality as it is the opposite of not doing anything about it. It will actually put you in the right mind frame to become proactive with the right intentions. So all of a sudden, when you start experiencing that self-love and leveraging that self-love to continuously improve yourself, you will not be tempted to do things that hurt yourself just to try and achieve some short-term results. Or you will stop trying to punish yourself thin or punish yourself fit, You will actually look for ways to take the best possible care of yourself that honor yourself, that don't feel punishing, that don't feel demotivating, degrading, that don't actually, you will stop accepting anything that hurts your body more and more. And by the way, this is gradual. It doesn't happen overnight. But so the bottom line message that I want to share here is not either or. You're not either learning to loving yourself as you are or working to better yourself. The two things go hand in hand. In fact, the more of one you do, the more of the other you want to do. Who do you take better care of? Those you love the most or those you love the least? I know what the answer is. The more you love something or someone, the better care you take of it. So yes, learn to love yourself. No, don't accept anything that doesn't honor your greatest self, Loving yourself and using food or drinks to soothe and comfort or to compensate with unhinged emotions are not the same thing. You can't love yourself and binge on food at the same time. You can't love yourself and binge on alcohol at the same time. Those two acts live in two completely different worlds. And by the way, the process of learning to love yourself, like I said, it's a process. So you're not gonna all of a sudden wake up one day and all bad habits are gone. But the more you nurture that, the more the bad habits will feel out of place in your life, and you will more organically and naturally you'll be motivated to do the right things more and more. And the more you do the right things, the better you feel about yourself, the more self-love you experience, the better you get still. It becomes a ripple effect of positive transformation that will permeate all areas of your life. This is a big topic, but I want to keep the video nice and short and punchy because I know that we are all busy. Do something today that will nurture self-love and self-care. It could be anything. It could be a facial, a bubble bath, a walk in nature, a conversation with a friend, a nice, nutritious, well-balanced, healthy meal, a hug from your spouse, half an hour of journaling where you list all the things that you're grateful for in this life, whatever rocks your boat. And if you want more tips and inspiration, you can also grab a copy of my book, Make the Shift. Actually, I have it here. Here we go, Make the Shift. And it's funny because the first opening of the book, the first chapter 1, introduction, about love. So it's a topic that is very close to my heart, pun intended. Anywho, please get tons of value from this. Any questions, comments, feedback, write it in the comments or direct message me if it's a private one, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. In the meantime, have a fantastic rest of your evening, a great weekend ahead, and I'll catch you very soon. Ciao for now.